Welcome inside Barney Swinehart Field on a beautiful Friday night for football. The 2-2 Cousino Patriots taking on the host 2-2 Utica Chieftains. I'm Nick Buckler alongside Pat Cavanaugh. Two teams that really want to put something together here. Pat, what should we expect tonight?
Well, it should be a really interesting football game. Both teams coming in with a 2-2 record. Interesting enough, the statistics show both are scoring around the same amount of points. Utica's coming in and scoring 17 a game, while Cousino is scoring just a little under 19, and they're both giving up a comparable amount, 22 points per game by the Chieftains and 24 by Cousino. But boy, is it hot out tonight, and we're going to see some conditioning come into play by a lot of our two-way players on both teams. So good night for football. It's a little hot, but it should cool off here shortly.
Yeah, I know a lot of the other games in the area have been delayed due to heat index. Not here. The field, the referees and coaches determine is in playable condition. It's not too bad, only about 61% humidity and 81 degrees as we get set for kickoff here on Friday Night Football, the ShelbyTV Game of the Week. Cousino set to kick off. Daquan Higdon back deep for your Utica Chieftains, and we are underway. It's a short kick out to about the 24-yard line. Returned not too much there, about 3 yards, and Utica will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, last week Anchor Bay did that a lot to the Chieftains. They squibbed it or popped it up in the air, and I'm assuming, and I'm sure they watched the tape, and they may be looking to do that as well this week. The Chieftains had a hard time on some of their returns, and the Patriots are looking to do that there.
Yeah, they definitely made it a point to kick that ball away from Higdon as Gegovich, number 2 there, was on the return. Darren Pegasic gets set to take this snap here, 1st and 10. Last week, he didn't start as well as he wanted to, threw that interception on the very first play from scrimmage. We'll see if maybe they run the ball and are a little bit more conservative here as we get underway. He's out of the gun, man in motion here, fakes it to, now it's handed up the middle, and not too much going on there, about 3 yards on the carry by number 25, Hitesh Kumar, and he gets the start at running back today due to an injury last week by Leonard Kasem. He left with what looked to be a pretty scary leg injury, but talking to Coach Marulli before the game, they're hoping it doesn't keep him out any more than just tonight.
Yeah, Coach Marulli spoke very highly of his offensive line. Definitely wants to continue with what they do best, and that's run the ball this game. And boy, do they have a big front up there with their offensive line.
Pegasic now out of the gun, hands it again to Kumar. He's got the ball, rumbles forward for 5 or 6. This is going to make it 3rd and short. He gets up to about the 38-yard line, or 37-yard line rather, and that'll bring up about 3rd and 2 to go. We're going to see they get a lot of motion going. It looks to be more of a spread style offense that they are running, and Kumar just buries his head forward on the give from Pegasic. We'll see if maybe they throw the ball a little bit more, and Coach did say he's going to get Higdon involved quite a bit more due to the injury to Leonard Case. 3rd and a long 1 to go. Pegasic out of the gun. He's got Kumar to his right, and he gives it to him, rumbles forward, and he's got the 1st down and then some all the way out near midfield, and that'll move the chains. And that's a good sight for Utica's last week. Their first down of the game didn't come till late in that 4th quarter. So 3 plays and a 1st down as we're going to take a gander at this one here again, Pat. That's just a good set of blocking up front by those big guys that you just mentioned.
It sure is. And one of the things Coach Marulli talked about before the game today were some of his players that really have shown hard work ethic. And one of the guys he spotlighted was Kumar. And boy, that second effort exemplifies what Coach was talking about there before the game.
Yeah, he mentioned those guys that really don't get their name called too much. Now, obviously, Kumar does due to the injury to Kasem, and we'll see him again lined up behind Darren Pegasic under center, and he gets the ball again. This time he's hitting the backfield and tries to spin out of one tackle, gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, the 48-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Utica Chieftains.
Yeah, the Patriots bring some heat here, a little twist. They slant. 34 comes in with a nice play here to disrupt. That's Thomas Paintner. They've got some active linebackers here for Cousino, but the Chieftains are trying to spread the field out. We're seeing some 2 receivers to each side trying to stretch out and get some Patriot linebackers and safeties out of the box to create better running lanes.
Yeah, that's certainly the case, but we'll now have to see if maybe they use that offense or those receivers and actually use him as a threat. We'll see if they throw the ball a bit here. And the give is again to Kumari, or I'm sorry, that was Gegovich on the carry. Gets maybe a yard. That'll bring up 3rd and long here for Utica. We'll see if maybe they air it out or get the ball to their playmaker, Kevon Higdon.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on the Patriots. They're really looking to do some stunning and some blitzing. They're bringing their linebackers up close to the line. They clearly have scouted the Chieftains. They know their percent of run versus pass, and we can expect the Patriots to bring a lot of pressure and stuff the line of scrimmage with their backers here.
And a name you mentioned early, number 34, Thomas Paintner. He's a guy to look out for on this defense. He is the playmaker, the linebacker on this defense for sure. And he plays both sides of the ball as Pegasic takes the ball, rolls to his right, throws it low. It's caught out there around the 41-yard line, enough for a first down by number 11, Sam Nourish. And he's a guy to look out for. He has made some plays this year for the Chieftains.
Let's take a look at Pegasic rolling to his right, a little comeback route to the outside. Nice throw to get the first down.
Nourish does a good job going down to scoop that ball before it can hit the turf. And that moves the chains again for Utica. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Pegasic out of the gun. He's got Gegovich behind him. Gegovich takes the ball up around the left side. He's got the hole. He's up into the 25, 20, 15, 10 for Utica.
Boy, great speed by Gegovich. He gets the ball and runs it right through the alley. And he's the kind of kid you got to have an angle on in order to catch, and you certainly will not catch him from behind. Great blocking on the perimeter and just a great job up front. Again, the Patriots are stacking the box. The speed of Gegovich, only a junior, by the way, was able to get out. And what a nice run and a nice starting drive by the Chieftains.
Marco Matovsky on for the extra point. It is up and boomed through the uprights. 7-0, Utica on top, 7:49 to go in opening quarter. And look at this run off the left tackle there. A good block by number 73 right there, Logan Wessel, allowing Gegovich to just easily cruise into the end zone and easily give the Utica Chieftains a touchdown lead. That is much needed after they wanted to wipe away any remnants of last week's tough loss to the Anchor Bay Tars here against the Patriots at Cousino.
Yeah, you got that right, Nick. That's a great point. Last week, they really had a hard time moving the football throughout the entire game, and their opening drive resulted in a first play interception. And Coach really couldn't be more happy, I'm sure, with an opening drive like that. And boy, Logan Wessel, it's a big fella at left tackle, did a nice job of providing space.
Pat, I don't know, we've highlighted these shoes quite a bit from Marco Matovsky here. Look at those things, they're neon bright. It's those are sharp. I don't know, would you pick up a pair of those?
After tonight, I will. those are dandy. I wonder if they have them in more of a business, business casual. We'll have to check.
All right, yeah, you can wear those to work. Runyon back deep for the Patriots as the Chieftains get set to kick the ball off. It's kicked deep. It's taken there from about the 3-yard line. And nothing doing. Gets out to about the 19, 20-yard line. That's number 16, Chris Burse, and that's another guy Coach told us to look out for on both sides of the football.
Yeah, we're talking to Coach Mike Lee for the Patriots before the game, and he compared him to a Tyreek Hill. He's a guy that they're going to look to try and put in space. He'll play some wide out. He'll play some running back. They'll even put him at Wildcat. So we definitely got to keep an eye out for 16, and I'm sure the Chieftains will be prepared and keep a close eye on him wherever he goes.
Last week, Utica was pretty good on 1st and 2nd down, but they got burned for quite a few 3rd down plays and got burned through the air quite a bit, so we'll see how they come out against this Patriot offense that is led by Michael Tacharoff, and he takes the ball. He's a left-handed sophomore at quarterback, flips the ball out to Burse, and look at that, just like Tyreek Hill, he's got that elusive speed, and that gets out around the 1st down marker. It looks like he has enough for it. Out to about the 31-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down for the Cousino Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots come out in here we see Burse. He's got a nice little wiggle to him, but the Patriots 2 plays in a row now are coming out with a 5-wide, no back look. Chieftains brought some good pressure last play, but were not able to bring him down.
Tacharoff pump fakes. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to run out near the 40, and he appears to have enough for that first down. He can hurt you with his arm, and as we see there, he can hurt you on the ground as well. He's out of bounds just near that first down marker, and the refs are going to move those chains, and it's going to be 2 plays, 2 first downs for the Cousino Patriots. Matt Maruli looks on and knows his defense is going to have to come up with a few stops against this high-powered offense. 1st and 10, ball on the 41-yard line.
Here's that
Wildcat formation. It's Burse, keeps it. He's going to be in trouble, taken down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of about 11, and that's number 50, Elijah Huey, who Coach Maruli told us to look out for on the defensive side of the ball, making a huge play on first down, and that will bring up 2nd down and about 21 to go.
Huey does a nice job of staying home. Anytime you got Burse in the back from that Wildcat, as a defensive end, you have to stay home and not get sucked in with any kind of fakes. And boy, what a great job by there.
Yeah, he did just that. Didn't fool him. He saw Burse in the backfield there, and he knew he was probably going to keep that ball and just stayed with him. Now Tacharoff back there in the gun. He's got Ryan Runyon to his left. It's like the coach is changing a play. It sends Burse in motion, and that's going to be a timeout now on the field for the Cousino Patriots. So they're going to talk this one over, as there was a little bit of confusion between the quarterback Tacharoff and the sideline.
Yeah, Tacharoff's he's a 10th grader, so he's in a position now as a sophomore. But what we've seen so far is that he can elude the rush, and when necessary, he can drop the ball off to throw. So we're getting some variety of looks thus far in the first couple plays from the Patriots. We've seen no backs a couple times. We've seen Burse in the Wildcat. And, they're definitely looking to provide a diverse playbook today versus the Chieftains.
Definitely want to keep this young defense on their toes and throw a little bit of difference at them. And just kind of be uneasy. Last year, Cousino won on their home turf against these Utica Chieftains 35-28, but there was a couple of good performances, and one was by running back Nathan Ayers. He had 124 yards and a touchdown. Unfortunately, not enough to get them the win. They hope for a different outcome this year. Tacharoff out of the gun. He's got Burse in motion. That's who's going to get it. He's going to go to the right side, cuts to the middle, and he's sandwiched there before he gets about 4 yards, and that'll bring up about 3rd and 17. So still 3rd and long here for the Cousino Patriots, but this is where Utica struggled last week. 3rd and long situations. They could not shut down Anchor Bay.
Yeah, Chieftains are showing that 4-3 cover 2 look. Burse here to the defensive right.
2 men in motion now for Cousino going to the right. It's Tacharoff out of the gun. Ryan Runyon to his left.
You got Tyler Sulik, the right corner here, who's manned up on Burse.
And it's going to be Tacharoff looking. He's going to have nothing doing. Sandwiched by a pair, maybe 3 Chieftains, and that's going to back him all the way up to about the 21-yard line and bring up 4th and a mile. So a good stand on their first defensive showing of the day after 2 first downs. Utica City steps up, and now they're going to get the ball back here on 4th down.
Real nice play by the Chieftains. We got roll action right by Charoff, and he wanted to throw a screen pass back to his left, but the Chieftains D was not fooled by that.
Possibly one of the best names in Michigan high school sports, Stone Tanner, was there to stone Mike Tacharoff there and keep this offense from advancing. And what kind of formation do we have here? Is this going to be maybe an Australian-style punt? Yeah, it is. And he kicks it into the back of his line, and that ball's going to just kind of hover around that 26, 27-yard line. So not what Cousino wanted there. Is that looked like Tacharoff was back there, who just punted that ball into the back of his offensive line, hit the guy right in the back of the helmet, and it's just going to come to a stop. Utica is going to have great field position here as quarterback Mike Tacharoff just line drive kicks it. That might have hit the Utica D lineman in the mask, and everyone just get out of the way at that point, as we saw last week with Kevon Higdon, that punt that hit him and really turned that game around right after Utica had a good stop in the second half of the Anchor Bay game. But nonetheless, Utica is going to start with great field position. And we have a timeout here on the field from Cousino. Now they've already used 2 timeouts here with 4:38 to go in the opening quarter. Utica 7, Cousino 0.
Take a look at Coach Marulli with the huddle there. He's got to be pretty happy with how the Chieftains have played thus far on both sides of the ball. They're in great field position here with the ball to 27.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Maybe build off that pass they had on the last drive there, but it was a great run that got the touchdown, but it was set up by the pass to number 11, Sam Narish. But I'm a guy who likes going deep on the first play, seeing what you got, keep the defense on their heels, and we'll see if Darren Pegasic can drop one in there, or maybe see Higdon. It looks like he's going to be lined up to the slot right here, just by what Utica's showing here right now. Maybe an end around to him. I don't know. I'm just leaving all the options open. And Utica's going to take over here 1st and 10 on the 27. It's going to be Darren Pegasic out of the gun. Looks like the pistol formation. He's got Hitesh Kumar, who is right behind him. He's going to get the handoff, and he's not going really anywhere. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. And we'll see what Utica's got going here. Kumar, that big, powerful back, just runs right down their throat. And he had some success on the first drive, but not so much on that last play.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Cousino's DN, Josh Jones. Not a real big guy. He's only 5'9", 165, but did a nice job coming down the line of scrimmage.
Pegasic out of the gun. Kumar to his left. Reed Boniface split wide left. Higdon in motion. Comes across. The give is to Higdon. He cuts to the outside. He's wrestled down, but he spins out of one tackle just to fall forward for maybe 3-4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Higdon was wrapped up but kept those legs moving to get an extra yard or so. And that's what we expect to see. A lot of Higdon in motion running to the outside, and that's what we got here as he runs left. A great hole again made by Logan Wessel, who we talked about on that last drive at the big block that set up the Gegovich touchdown. And the crowd cheering on this offense. They're greedy. They want another touchdown.
See some Lions jerseys in the mix there, but we got a really nice student section crowd here. Can't beat it. Friday Night Lights here at Swinehart Field.
That's what it's all about. This first day of fall, and we got 90-degree weather. The give is to Kumar. He's going to the left side, and he's gang tackled, but held up there due to forward progress by really a herd of Patriots there. He might have gotten a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. We'll see what Utica does as they're in between the field goal or go for it punt kind of range here. We saw Matovsky kicking in warm-ups, and I'm not sure he made any from about this range, but it was close. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field as Pegasic runs in a play from the sideline.
Yeah, I'd be looking at a 40-yarder if they kicked it from here, but they're in a pretty good situation. 4th and 6. Could look for a rollout to the offensive right. Nice little out route possibly here by Higdon.
Pegasic out of the gun. He's got Hitesh Kumar right to his right. And it's a play fake. He's going to lob it up to the end zone. It's going to Narash. It's dropped in the end zone. Sam Narish, he had it right in his mitts and he couldn't hold on. And that's going to turn the ball over to Cousino. A perfectly placed ball from Darren Pegasic right through the arms of the senior Sam Narish, as we'll see it again.
You're right about that, Nick. This is a perfect ball. Only where the receiver can catch it. Fades him to the outside. Great ball. It's not an easy catch to make, but
that sun has gone down over the horizon, so you can't argue he was looking back into the sun. It's now below the trees. The lights are on here at Swinehart as Cousino takes over 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Or I'm sorry, the 24. 23 and a half.
Even though that was an incompletion, it does serve a positive of letting the Cousino defense know that they can stretch the field from the Chieftain offense.
Definitely was a good sign. A well-placed ball from Pegasic to Charoff. Throws, he's got a man out there, and it looks like Higdon stepped in a little bit early on that. Might have had the hands on the back of the intended target, Stephen Nemo, who was out there across the middle, appeared to be open for a minute. We'll see here just what we had. Yeah, you see that left hand he had all over Nemo's back. So I think that was a right call there made by the official.
Yeah, referees will look for that backhand and see if they're grabbing any jerseys, and that's exactly what happened there. The left arm of Higdon had wrapped underneath the receiver's belt.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty, as you heard from the head official here tonight, working the game. 2:07 to go, opening quarter. Chieftains holding on to a 7-0 lead. Almost made it a little bit more if you're just joining us. Pegasic to Narish right over the middle, and Coach Maruli not happy on the sideline, giving it to the head linesman near side, but to no avail. And now we have Ryan Runyon in motion. It's going to be a screen out to him to the right. He blasts through one tackle, lowers the shoulder, gets some yards before he's pushed out of bounds on the far side. It looks like he got about 5 or 6 on the play. That's a good designed screenplay that highlights Ryan Runyon, who the coach Mike Lee we talked to before the game said he could be their best all-around player.
Yeah, that was an interesting play right there. Right? When I first saw it open up, it looked like it could have been a double pass because Tacharoff actually threw it backwards, which would enable the receiver, once he makes the catch, to throw it forward. And that could be setting up the next play down the line for a double pass.
Ryan Runyon leads the MAC Blue in touchdowns. He's got 5 already this year through 4 games. And really a good win last week against Lance Cruz, 31-17. He gets the ball here on 2nd down and 6, and he's stuffed about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, back around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. And back to last week's game, Coach said he really didn't like how his team started, but they ended up righting the ship as the game went on and taking care of really a struggling Lance Cruz team.
It's a big down for the Chieftains defense here. If they can get a stop, it's definitely likely going to be punting territory for the Patriots, but they're back to their open backfield, or no backfield, 5 wideouts.
Tacharoff looks, he's going to throw it out over the middle. That ball's knocked up in the air by Nemo there, number 11, it looked like. Or was it number 16, Burst? I'm not sure. But either way, that ball should have been caught by the receiver, and instead it's going to bring up 4th down. Might have been a little high. Tacharoff, I'm sure, would love to have that throw back, but still should have been hauled in. And maybe Utica gets the ball back here.
D. Lyman Huey got a nice shot there on Tacharoff. Both players appeared to get up slowly on that after that one.
Here's that strange punt formation that we see. It's almost the Aussie style roll out. Now Noah Gramps moves to the right of Tacharoff here. What do we have? It's going to be another punt. That's awful close to that offensive line, but a good end-over-end kick. Higdon takes it from about the 20-yard line, goes out to his right. He's got the sideline up to the 50, down to the 40. No one's going to catch him. Kevon Higdon inside the 10-5, and that's a Chieftain touchdown. We know what he can do. He runs a 4.43 40, and there are no flags on the play. 6 points for the Chieftains.
Incredible speed by Higdon there. This is such a nice thing to see from the Chieftains in comparison to last week, where they really struggled on special teams. And to get a big score like that from the kicking game of the return is a great sign.
Marco Matowski on for the point after 1:01 to go in the opening quarter. A great return of about 81 yards for Kevon Higdon. And the extra point is good. 14-0 Chieftains leading the Patriots here with 1:01 left to go in the opening quarter. But that was one heck of a return. Takes it from that's going to be an 82-yard return back at the 18-yard line. And really never a doubt once he got the corner. Good job there not to block in the back, as the blocker realized that this wasn't going to be a threat at all. And Higdon, once he got that sideline, there was no looking back.
Well, that's a really nice job by the camera crew. I mean, that is not an easy guy to follow when he takes it around the end. Great view on the replay, and excellent finish by Higdon.
There he is talking to Leonard Kasem, who went out last week, their starting running back. They're just, I'm sure, sharing stories of success. Both of these two guys are very good at running the football, and we see Matt Maruli looking on, keeping his game face on. He knows that you got to play a full game of football, a full 48 here at this level, because at any time Cousino can strike. Their offense is good, and they have some good linebackers. So it's good, though, to get up by 2 touchdowns early. Runyon back deep. along with Burse, and Matovsky's kick is a good one. Into the end zone, that'll go for a touchback, so a great kick by Matovsky, and those neon cleats at it again. 101 to go in the opening quarter. Let's take a look at Kevon Higdon and just how he got that corner. A good block by Elijah Huey, and a good job of really not blocking in the back. And look at he runs real easy.
Yeah, he's got a very smooth gait. And look at that, the youth football players there in the end zone waiting for him. And really nice to see Higdon give some congratulatory high fives to the young kids over there who were just waiting for a score.
We'll see how the Patriots answer here. Tacharov comes out for this series. First down and 10, ball on the 20 for the Cousino Patriots. Haven't really had much success on offense, just 2 first downs. And that came on their opening drive, a 3-and-out on their last drive on a good couple plays by the Chieftain defense. Tacharov has Runyon to his right, and the give is to him. He's going to get around that right guard and stumble forward for about 2 yards to the 22-yard line. Ryan Runyon, more of that power runner. He's a big guy, can play linebacker, plays both sides of the ball, and just a great athlete overall. Second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. Tacharov out of the gun. He's got Runyon to his left. Burse in the slot to the right. You always got to be careful for him. Tacharov hands the ball to the inside to Runyon. Nothing doing. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. And again, another 3rd and long upcoming for that Patriot offense as we see him trying to do a lot of the same thing, establish that inside run game. But it looks like the next snap, 3rd down, will have to be in the second quarter here as time is winding down in this opening quarter. Our score, Utica 14, Cousino nothing. We'll be right back.
And Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Second quarter of action getting set. Cousino has the ball, 3rd down and 8 on the 22, and a real good first quarter and a good start for the Utica Chieftains. A pair of touchdowns early, one via the special teams and Kevon Higdon, and really 2 good offensive drives. And we'll see if they can hold the Patriots here on 3rd down and 8. First play of the second quarter upcoming. Tacharov back, he feels the pressure from behind and he is sacked. That is number 81, Kurt Kesson in the backfield, and he ate up Tacharov from behind, bringing up 4th down and long.
What a great play by the sophomore Kesson. Coming off the edge, let's take a look here. Tacharov's going through his progression, steps up in the pocket, and Kesson just keeps working his way to the quarterback. Great finish there by 81.
That's a good job, too, of tackling. Just getting those legs, not going for the big hit, ensuring the result that you want here, as we're going to see 4th down and 13 upcoming. Tacharov back, likely in punt formation, but this formation is awful close to that line. Nearly blocked, but a good kick out to about the 48. Higdon bobbles it. He's taken down. That ball is loose. Higdon will fall on top of it, though, in a scary moment, though, for the Chieftains, as they almost turn that ball over. We've seen Higdon have trouble last week securing getting the football, but he gets up enough time to pick that ball up and ensure his team gets an offensive drive. Good effort by number 9 there to fall on that ball. Looked like he tried to take off a little bit before the ball was there.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a sign of the blocking by the Chieftain punt return team. If you notice, when Higdon dropped the ball, there weren't any Cousino Patriots in sight nearby, and Higdon was able to hustle and cover up the ball. So good recovery by Higdon.
And that allows this offense to go back to work. 1st and 10, ball in their own 48. Higdon in motion. The hand is up the middle. And that's Gegovich rumbling ahead for about 7-8 yards. And into Patriot territory. It'll bring up 2nd and short. A good run. Gegovich has had a pretty good first quarter. He continues that into the 2nd quarter. And his first carry, just a good hole and a good job up front by the offensive line of the Utica Chieftains.
Boy, Huey with a really nice block. He's a two-way player. There's a lot of two-way players. You can take a look at Kesson at tight end. Huey. But those big boys up front are create some good space for the running backs.
Pistol formation. It's Pegasic back. He's going to hand the ball off to his right. That appears to be Hitesh Kumar rumbling to the right side. And it's enough for a first down. He got about 3 yards, so a good power run to the right, enough to move those chains. And Utica really establishing that ground game in the early on in this one.
Yeah, Coach Marulli before the game, he was talking to Nick and I, and he wants to play to his strengths, and the Chieftain strengths is the run game. And they're going to continue to run the football. They have sprinkled in some nice pass plays and have been fairly successful in finding wide open receivers. And now maybe the time at 1st and 10, they're going back to the throwing game.
We'll see. It appears to be the pistol again. It's Gegovich out of the gun. Kumar behind him. Pekazic out of the gun. The hand is to Kumar. Rumbles ahead, and that's enough for a first down, 11 yards. Hitesh Kumar just showing another good run. And he's really establishing himself now that he is the starting running back. Gegovich in motion drew 3 Patriots his way, allowing Hitesh Kumar to get out to the right side and rumble ahead for 11 or 12, and enough again to move those chains.
Great down block by Huey there, just creating space for Kumar, and it's a really nice drive they're putting together here.
Higdon in the backfield. It looks like they had some motion, though. Higdon might have gotten off to an early jump in the backfield before that snap happened. We'll get the call. Offside on the Patriots, so they must have got him in the neutral zone there as the run appeared to be going to Kevon Higdon. They said they were going to sprinkle more of him into that offense, but instead it's a 5-yard penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 5. From the 31, yep, you see number 34 get on in there, and that's Thomas Paytner trying to get a quick jump into the backfield to stop the play before it got started. 1st and 5. Darren Pegasic out of the gun. Higdon lined up behind him. The give is to Higdon. He's going to go up the middle. Eludes one guy, but then he's stopped by a wall of Patriots. And looks like he didn't really get much. Maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Good penetration by the Patriots D-line there. They are continuing to pack the box with their linebackers playing up tight. And their safeties are playing fairly tight as well. If you notice, they're not going with a single high safety look. They're having 2 safeties, but they're playing them really close in the alley to prevent any runs around the end. So Cousino has clearly scouted the Chieftains and their tendencies to run the ball.
Hey, look at those guys. Whoa. Pegasic has it now out of the gun. He's going to hand the ball to the left. It's going to appear to be Gegovich rumbling to the left side. Got about 2 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. And this could be Hitesh Kumar territory. He's been the power runner today. We'll see what they do. He's not quite in the huddle, so maybe a little screen. I don't know. I just like shouting out any kind of play I can. I'm more of an Ask Madden kind of guy, though, when it comes to Madden football. Well,
this is definitely 4-down territory, I think, so if they want to throw it, they can still rely on 4th down after this play, but Cousino showing man on the top of the screen and at the left here.
Pistol formation. Higdon lined up behind Darren Pegasic. Higdon gets the ball. He's going to elude a couple tacklers. Still on his feet. He's got the outside. Now cuts back inside. And that cut might have cost him a first down. We're going to see where the spot is. It looks like he's down near the 21-yard line, and that's about where the first down marker is. They're going to give it to him and move the chains. Good piece of running. And really good yard after contact there by Higdon. Right here, he just kind of steps to the outside, but although if he does cut to the inside, he might have a couple extra yards. But he likes to make it interesting and get to the outside and really show off his speed. That's what he did right there.
Yeah, speaking of Madden, Nick, that was a nice little jump cut to the left by Higdon.
Little left trigger.
You got it.
First and 10 for the Chieftains now, getting close to the red zone. We got a whistle and a timeout. Or no, maybe not. The refs are going to talk this one over. It's like a late substitution there for the Cousino Patriots, but it's not illegal. Now they're just going to run that clock and go back to work. First and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. Gagovich in motion. Pegasic takes it. He's going to throw over the middle to really a bunch of open turf. Looks like he just tried to rush that throw as the pressure was in his face.
Yeah, he was trying to get Kesson over the middle. And again, as I mentioned, the safeties are playing up really tight. So the middle of the field is open. Those two strong safety, free safeties are heavy alley players. So if they can get that run action look and get Kesson down the middle of the field, they'll have a nice position to complete a pass. But Kesson and Pegasic didn't seem to be on the same page there.
I really like the rhythm, though, that this offense has showed here in the early on. Something they really couldn't get into much last week against Anchor Bay, as Anchor Bay was already up 14-0 at the time. Pegasic out of the gun. He's got Hitesh Kumar to his right. Gagovich in motion. Gagovich takes it on a sweep to the right.
What
he cuts
a
to the
great
inside.
block.
He's got it now to the outside of the one to the goal line, and he gets in for the Utica touchdown.
What a great finish, but I can't wait to see the block by Kumar. He just comes around the edge and just seals that inside backer. Hopefully we can get a replay on Kumar's block to free him up.
Hugs all around for that Chieftain offense as they're really putting on a clinic here in the early going. We got some fronts passing out pizza up here. That's why you hear the silence. Pat and I aren't going to pass that up, just like Utica's not going to pass up a chance to get into the end zone. How about 3 times? A really good piece of running, good blocking up front. As you mentioned, Hitesh Kumar. It's Christian and Kumar go to the end zone here at Swinehart Field. That's a good piece of blocking, good piece of running. There it is
by Kumar. Just does a great job of sacrificing his body to free him up. And that's what it's all about for the Chieftain football. Just continuing to run the ball. And the big boys up front don't appear to be getting tired at all. And Cousino's down 21-0 right now, and they definitely have to figure out what they need to do from the defensive side of the ball.
And that block was laid on Steven Nemo, who's no slouch either on defense. He's one of the guys to look out for, number 11, and really Kumar just laid a licking on him as you see that score in the early going. No, that's right. It's 21-0 Utica over Cousino here with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Marco Matovsky set to kick this ball off. Burst and Runyon back deep, and they're going to kick it right at him. It's going to be Runyon taking it. He has some trouble, but scoops it up at the 2-yard line. Now he's running up the middle. He's got blockers, but just slowed down enough and then hauled down at the 25. So that's where Cousino will start their drive. First and 10 upcoming.
Chieftain defense has to be prepared for the pass here. The Cousino Patriots are going to have to open up the playbook a little bit more, be a little less conservative. So the defensive backs of the Chieftains have to be prepared to get in their back pedal and expect the pass.
Here's Tacharov's going to be out of the shotgun. He comes up to the line. He's going to make some quick audibles, let him know how the blocking scheme's going to look. Runyon lined up to his left. And I'm not sure if that was actually Tacharov, but either way, it was a sweep to the left and nothing doing. The Chieftains were all over that play really before it got started, that was Ryan Runyon in the Wildcat formation there. So throwing a little bit different plays at us here, Bat, in the early going. That's something that we really didn't know to look out for. And really now they're throwing out all the stops trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, we knew Burst was going to be playing the Wildcat and put in different positions, but now we notice they're putting Runyon in the Wildcat as well. And
Charoff back now with an empty backfield. He's out of the shotgun. It's like 4 receivers. Just learning to count, I guess, as the dunk goes on. Man in motion. It's going to be a sweep, handoff to the right. Chieftains are all over it. That looks like big 84 Reed Boniface jumping in there. No. That was 24 rather. Brendan DeHant there jumping into the backfield and stopping that play before it gets going.
Chieftain defense playing very sound, disciplined football, staying home, anticipating that jet motion across and the jet sweep, and really nice play by DeHunt. And third and long, we can expect the pass. Burst is in the slot to the defensive right, and he's uncovered right now. You got Higdon, but Higdon's playing about 10 yards over top.
And it's going to be, it looks like a stutter cut back. And 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring out 4th down and about 6 to go. And that was a little trickery without the trickery. Bunch of fake handoffs and then the inside run. But Utica just kind of stayed pat and shut it down really before it got started.
Yeah, Burst came across the field to the defensive left. Runyon was off to the quarterback's right, came across the field, but again, the Chieftain linebackers are staying home. Defensive linemen are filling the gaps, and nothing doing there on that series.
And now a regular punt formation for Utica as they're set, low snap, and it's a booming punt, end over end to about the 45. Going to take a slight Patriot bounce and now check back to the 44-yard line, and that's where the Chieftains will get the ball. 1st and 10, 4:25 to go in the first half. 21-0 Utica with the lead.
Plenty of time for the Chieftains to get another 7 points on the board. Their offense certainly has rhythm going, led by that massive offensive line of Wessel, Palicki, Tanner, Huey, Kesson. Just a great group of boys up front.
They've really had their way pushing the Cousino front 7 back. So even when plays got stuffed at the line, they're still getting 2-3 yards just on the good push from the offensive line. Pistol set, Pagasic and Kumar. The gives to Kumar to the left side, puts his head down, spins out of a tackle, stays on his feet, rumbles about 4 yards up to the 48-yard line. A good piece of running and a good second effort by Hitesh Kumar.
Yeah, we could hear the pads popping from up here in the box with the headset on. Some great sound down in the field, but Kumar will just not go down easy. And he does a great job of keeping his pad level low. And he is the hammer, not the nail there.
He's really making the most out of his opportunity that's been presented to him since the injury of Leonard Kasem, who the Chieftains are hoping to get back next week as they got a real tough matchup at Chippewa Valley. Shotgun set for Pagasic. He's got Kumar to his left. Looks like he's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Looks into his playbook. He's ready. He takes the snap. Quick throw. It looks like out to the middle. That's Kevon Higdon for a 1st down and more. And he's going to fall forward to the 40-yard line, and he is into Patriot territory. 1st and 10, and a good hookup from Pagasic to Higdon, and they want more of that if this offense is going to continue their success.
Yeah, it's just a quick seam route. That was a really nice call by the coaches there down the sideline, making the adjustment at the line, and able to call a really nice play.
Pistol set again. It's Pagasic with Kumar just dropped behind him. Higdon in the slot to the right. Pagasic takes the snap. He's going to give it to Kumar. Rumbles forward again, dragging defenders, falling forward for about 9 yards, and that's good on 1st down every time. Bringing up 2nd and short, really putting your offense in a good position to just keep running the ball, keeping that clock running, and really just a good, right here, putting that head down and just laying this defender behind him and staying on his feet, and more importantly, falling forward.
For you young kids watching at home, you notice the defender of the Patriots tried to tackle him high, and the low man will win every single time.
Pegasic now out of the gun, takes the ball. He's going to give it to Kumar again, and not much doing, but just enough for that first down, so it didn't take much. And that's the beauty of that second down and short, and the importance of getting the ball really close to the sticks on first down, putting your offense in good position. Even if you don't have the greatest of plays, you still can get that first down with 2-3 yards, and that's exactly what happened for this Utica offense right here.
We're closing in on 2 minutes, and what I notice is the safety is playing over Higdon with not much depth, about 6-7 yards off the line of scrimmage, and if Higdon can get past him, which I think he can, that could be a touchdown on a pass.
Now it's going to be a handoff to the left side. This is Christian Gegovich, and he's going to get that ball inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Gegovich had that nice long touchdown run in the opening quarter, and he's really had another one here as we started the second quarter. And just really quick, and he's got that elusive speed to the outside. Really a good 1-2 punch with he and Hitesh Kumar for this Utica offense. Second down and 6 to go. Pegasic out of the pistol. Hands it to Gegovich again. He's going to run to the right side this time and get about 2. That'll bring up third down and 4 as they're getting close to that red zone now. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field. And it's going to go the Chieftain way. So they're going to talk this one over with 1:14 to go in the first half and a 3-touchdown lead. Pat, what do you do here? It's third down and short. You're knocking on the door for another touchdown. Do you throw the dagger here and go deep?
Well, I tell you what, the Chieftains are in 4-down territory right here. A little over a minute to go. The one thing I have noticed up here is the Cousino safeties are playing close. I'd love to see a nice touch pass like Pegasic made earlier that wasn't caught, but had really nice accuracy. And I tell you what, you get Higdon in the slot. That's a very tough kid to cover, and I could see a post route over the middle or a corner route, but the depth of the safeties from the Patriots is fairly close, and the speed of Higdon makes it difficult to cover. So.
And one thing I have noticed is they're getting a lot of one-on-one coverage to the outside. They exploited that earlier for the ball that was not caught by Sam Narish, but still a perfect throw, and I'd go back there and give them another chance at it. If you get that one-on-one coverage and the size disadvantage, got to exploit that, but looks like the pistol formation again. It's Gegovich lined up behind Darren Pegasic. Third down and 3 to go, ball on the 21-yard line for Utica. Pegasic takes the snap. He's going to hand it to the right side. Gegovich spins forward to about the 15-yard line, and that's going to move the sticks for the Chieftains. Bring on the red zone, they say, with a minute and 8 seconds to go. Clock stops until the chains move, and then it restarts again, as we're going to see this 2-minute offense at work. Pegasic gets the call from the sideline, shouts it out to his line. He's got Higdon into the slot right, like you mentioned earlier. Gegovich to his right. He's out of the gun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. That's exactly what you called the Higdon for a Chieftain touchdown, backpedaling. And that's exactly what you wanted to see earlier. Throw was a little bit behind Higdon. Didn't matter. He's an athlete. Hauled it in, and it's 27-zip. Utica.
Nice call by the coach there. Middle was wide open. Higdon got to the inside of the safety. Pegasic literally just had to put it on him and threw it a little bit behind him, but it didn't matter because Higdon already had him beat.
Marco Matovsky on for the point after try. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and that is also good. 28-0. Utica leads Cousino. 50 seconds to go in the half. So Kevon Higdon now has a returning touchdown of 82 yards, a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown of 15 yards. Does he get the rushing, maybe even the passing today, get the trifecta or the quad factor? I'm making stuff up now, but this kid's fun to watch.
Well, we got the quad factor with the score. We got 28 points, 4 touchdowns by the Chieftains. Couldn't be more happy if you're Coach Burley with how the Utica Chieftains have came out in this first half. We got plenty of football left, certainly. But on both sides of the ball, as well as that third element, the special teams, they really, truly came out to play. And this home crowd has got to be happy.
Take this time to remind everybody that the broadcast of today's game is a copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and ShelbyTV. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without the express written consent of the MHSAA and ShelbyTV. Matovsky set to kick off for the Chieftains. It looks like Runyon is back deep for the Patriots. It's a low line drive kick, and it's going to be fielded on one hop at the goal line. No, they're going to say it just broke the plane and got into the end zone, and by rule, that's automatically blown dead in MHSAA rules as a touchback. Ball will be placed on the 20-yard line, and we'll see if Cousino tries to go through the air or they just sit on this ball and go into halftime down 4 scores.
Guarantee the Chieftain defensive coaches are telling their defensive backs to stay back. Keep everybody in front of you. You say deeper than the deepest and wider than the widest.
Cousino was in that huddle for a while, so maybe their coaches are telling them, you know, we might do something here. It looks like there's at least one receiver split out wide left, and it's going to be Tacharoff out of the gun, so it doesn't appear they're going to run this clock out. And rightfully so. If I'm them, you got to be aggressive in this situation. Try to build on something going into halftime.
Got man-to-man coverage on the defensive right. He's playing up tight.
And it's going to be a handoff to the left side. Can't tell who that was. It might have been Burse with some speed, but he was going east to west and not north and south. He's hitting the backfield for a loss of about a half a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long. That was Chris Burse running to the left on a handoff from Mike Tacharoff. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Clock now under 30 seconds to go in the opening half.
Empty backfield here, 5 wide.
Maybe let this run down and throw a bomb. Try to get lucky and catch this defense sleeping. Looks like they're going to let that clock run down and maybe do just that. Clock now at 5 seconds. Tacharoff now takes the snap. He's going to throw it out to the right side. It looks like it's Chris Burse there. He's going to run around, but not much doing, and that'll bring us to halftime with our score, Utica Chieftains 28, Cousino Patriots nothing. We'll be back for the second half of play right here on Shelby TV.
Cousino Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting, quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendido Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Welcome back to this second half of play from Swinehart Field. The kickoff just happened. It was a touchback off the toe of Marco Matofsky as the Chieftains kicked off to the Cousino Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line, and this second half will start with a 28-0 lead for the Utica Chieftains. Pat, it was really a good half all around for Utica.
Yeah, Utica really showed how they love to run the football, and they played to their strength. Their big boys up front did a nice job of creating holes. And we also saw some terrific speed and power. The good combination of Higdon and also Kumar with their ability to run the football.
Here it is, a nice handoff to the outside. It looks like it's going to be Burst cutting up about a yard on that play. And we're going to expect to see a lot more of him in the second half if Cousino's going to get back into this game. He gets about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for this Cousino offense. Here, just a little spin handoff to the left. And instead of cutting inside, he goes outside and probably picks up maybe 1 or 2 more yards than he would have had he stayed inside. But that's an elusive, quick guy that Cousino's going to have to rely on here if they attempt a comeback. Tacharov takes the ball. He's got time. He's going to throw over the middle. He's got a wide open receiver there. It's Asbury, and he is eventually run down, and a good tackle put on him by Kevon Higdon, but not before they get about 40 yards and a 1st down, just right up the middle, uncovered. That's Arthur Asbury.
And wide open over the middle. They were in a cover 2 look. That's not how the Chieftains want to start on the defensive end for this half.
Although that was a big play for Cousino, how about that hit by Higdon? Tacharov keeps it on a fake. He gets about 1 yard to the 37-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down and long. Going back to that last pass, though, really uncovered over the middle, and he's a playmaker, Asbury. Really didn't even take a great throw from Tacharov to get him. Had he hits him in stride, he might be able to take that one to the house, but still just good job to get open. And I don't know if he had to get open. There was no one there.
No one there, and Higdon really showed his speed there in the defensive secondary. Didn't even really have an angle, but he created an angle to chase down Asbury.
Tacharov out of the gun, hands to Runyon. He cuts inside. He's got room. Good blocking up front. He's up the sideline 20, 15, hauled down around the 10, pushed out at the 9. It's going to be 1st down and goal. It looks like he stepped out a little bit before the 10-yard line, actually. And either way, it's a good run off the left tackle by Ryan Runyon with a good power.
Watch this cut right there. Another one to the outside. Take a look at Higdon chasing him from behind.
Good block there by Nick Berlantis, number 67, allowing Runyon to get the outside, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 12. Tacharov out of the gun. We got a flag down. Nope, just kidding. I'm seeing things over there. No flag on the play. Tacharov going to keep it to the outside, and he's spun down after a gain of about 3. I'm seeing some footballs being tossed behind the 1st down marker, and I'm thinking it's a flag, but to no avail. It wasn't. It was just a football, so it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 9. They're inside the 10-yard line for the first time today. And a good run to the outside by sophomore quarterback Mike Tacharov. He's out of the gun again. He's got Ryan Runyon lined up to his right. Trips left. Asbury down to the bottom of the screen, wide right. He's in motion. Here comes Burst. It's a sweep to him. And he's pushed forward to about the 3-yard line. It was hard to follow. A good fake. And they got Burst on the sweep from the outside. And he's going to get that ball inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
It looks like they fake it to Burst, and he becomes a lead blocker for Runyon here. We haven't seen that play quite yet.
That's clearly a trick me right out. I still thought Burst had that football.
Well, they were running the same direction and almost right next to each other, that close.
And Cousino's going to take a timeout here. So they're going to talk over what they're going to do here with third down, and there's still room to get a first down before they reach the end zone. It'll be third and less than a yard from the 4-yard line. They need the 3 for the first down. So Cousino's going to talk about how they're going to get this yard or if they're just going to go for the end zone here early on in the second half, and this will be a very important play for the Cousino Patriots because they need to score and they need it quick here and make a statement if they're going to gain any momentum in this second half of play.
Yeah, Nick and I were chatting briefly with one of the assistant coaches before the second half began, and one of the things he indicated was that Coach Marulli had told the guys at half, don't let up, keep playing hard, let's keep our offense on the field so we can eat up clock. This is definitely not the way the Chieftains wanted to start, but certainly the way that the Cousino Patriots were looking to start the second half.
Looks like they got the Wildcat here on third down and 1. And it looks like
big number 73, Daquan Watson.
And he got enough for the first down. He's inside to about the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Patriots. That was a lineman lined up as the Wildcat quarterback, and he's just going to power forward. Almost loses that ball as Higdon was in there leading with the helmet, hitting his crown of the helmet on that football. He's going to keep it again. It's Daquan Watson. He's rumbling forward close to that goal line. It looks like he's going to be just short inside the 1-yard line. It'll bring up second and a few inches. And Cousino knocking on the door. It's big Daquan Robinson.
Sam Naroche comes up with a really nice stop. He was the first guy in. And there's quite a difference in weight there between Naroche, number 11 for the Chieftains, and the big fellow from the Patriots, Daquan Watson.
Another Wildcat formation here, it appears. It's Runyon now, keeping it to the left side. Good block on the outside. He's in for the touchdown. Cousino is on the board here with 8:09 to go in the third quarter of play, rather. And it's a Wildcat left touchdown for Ryan Runyon and the Cousino Patriots. So something for the band to play to, something for the road fans to cheer about as they're on the board, and really a statement has been made early, and they're not going away easy as we see this unique point after try formation here. This little trickery just to try to keep the defense on their heels, and it appears they are going to attempt to kick this one, but just having a little fun out there. And it's a low kick, and it is good. Barely sneaks over. Whew, that was close.
Coming off the right edge here, nearly blocked. Oh, no, this is the replay of the touchdown here.
I don't know if you saw number 31 of Cousino on the outside left. Looked like he might have gotten away with a hold and allowed that hole for Runyon to sneak in. Either way, though, that's a touchdown. Point after was partially blocked, but Adam Martello gets the kick just to sneak through the end zone with 8:09 to go in the third quarter. Utica's lead is cut to 28-7, but now they're going to get hopefully their first offensive possession of the second half, as Cousino is now going to kick it. And no, it wasn't. Did he kick that into the line? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it looked like it hit one of the shoulder pads, the back of one of the Cousino blockers there, and it went and skidded right over the pole.
Reminds me of that kick we saw on Monday night from Matt Prater from 56 yards. Hits that front upright, gets a forward bouncing through. That's something you wouldn't even believe if you saw it in a movie. Adam Martellaro set to kick it off for Cousino. Kevon Higdon is back deep for the Chieftains. They kicked it away from him last time. We'll see what they do this time.
Yeah, they did the squib kick like Anchor Bay did on their first attempt, and there it is again.
It's a little pooch to the left side. And tiptoeing on the sidelines. That's number 13 for the Chieftains. That's Hunter Davies. Getting the ball out to about the 37-yard line. He's got some fans in attendance cheering for him. And I don't know, that one looked close to the sideline. If he lets that go, it may go out of bounds, but there were some Cousino Patriots breathing down his neck. They may recover that if he doesn't play that before it goes out of bounds. I don't know.
Yeah, Davies did a nice job there. He almost could have fair caught it based on the return team or the kickoff team coming his way, but he did a nice job securing the football and getting some positive yards.
Darren Pegasic out of the gun. He's got Higdon in motion. He gives it to him. He cuts to the outside, right side. Now the corner is being taken from him. Looks like he's horse-collared out of bounds. No flag on the play, however, and he gets back just a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. Just couldn't get that corner. He had Ryan Runyon, who just scored the touchdown for Cousino. Just broke off that block of Reed Boniface and gets to the outside, just tackles him around the shoulders. Good job to not horse collar him. From the naked eye, it looked like he did, but a good look that we got from our camera personnel here showed that that was a legal tackle, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Darren Pegasic out of the pistol. He's got Hitesh Kumar behind him, and it looks like a jump. It looked like that was on Cousino, and it is. It's going to bring up, that's going to be a big penalty. It's going to bring up
Dead ball. Offside. Defense, 5 yards. Replay, first down.
Well, he means replay 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Excuse me. Replay, 2nd down.
Yeah, he must have heard me. 2nd down and 6. For Utica. Pegasic will come out of the shotgun here. He's got Hitesh Kumar to his right. Higdon in the slot right. Ball on the 42-yard line. The give is to Kumar. He's running to the right side, slowed down a little bit, falls forward near the 1st down marker. We'll see where the spot is to see if he gets it. It looks like he's just a little bit short, but we'll see where the nose of that football is spotted.
Almost snapped right to him. Kumar over there just came right across, and it was almost a direct snap.
That spot of that ball is enough for the 1st down, so Utica almost to midfield now. Ball on the 48-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. They huddle up for the first time in a while. They've been running that no huddle, and it's been working for them. Darren Pegasic again in that pistol formation. He's got Hitesh Kumar lined up behind him, and again, Kavan Higdon in the slot to the right. He's in motion. And the give is to Kumar. He's running left side, rumbles forward. He's dragging defenders on his back. He's still going forward and finally falls forward to the 43-yard line. Good for 7 or 8 yards, and it'll bring up another 2nd and manageable, 2nd and 2. Good power running again by Hitesh Kumar.
Terrific push by the offensive line here. Just working the defensive line, and Kumar just not going down easy. Watch him push the pile. Look at all the offensive linemen coming in to join their buddy and move the pile forward.
We talked about it earlier, the good push they've been getting on 1st and 2nd down. Pistol set. Gegovic checks in the backfield for Utica. He gets the ball. Running right up the middle, and he falls forward. Good for another Utica 1st down, a gain of 3. He's now at the 41-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Utica, 6:33 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Chieftains want to do. Take their time, continue with this tempo of keeping the ball on the ground, eating up the clock, letting their big boys up front do the work. Closing in on 6 minutes of this 3rd quarter here.
It's like the pistol yet again. This time it looks like it's Kavan Higdon lined up in the backfield for the first time today, lined up behind Darren Pegasic. It's a bad snap. It's fumbled a little bit there on the exchange. It looked like it was going to be a sweep left to Christian Gegovic, but Pegasic didn't get a clean snap, but he did fortunately fall on that ball for Utica. They're going to lose 4 on the play, and the ball will go back to the 45-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 14.
Big difference between this week and last week has been the turnovers. The Chieftains have not put the ball on the ground. They definitely don't want to do it this game. So one way to let a team get back into the game is through turnovers. But again, I'm sure Coach Marulli had coached up his players to clean up the penalties, clean up the turnovers. It's been a much different Chieftain team this week compared to their game last week versus the Anchor Bay Tars.
Christian Gegovic lined up in the pistol behind Pegasic, has trouble with the snap again, but gets the ball off to Gegovic. He's slowed down, but it looks like a horse collar tackle. His flags come flying all in. It's flag day here at Swinehart. They were coming in all directions, and it looks like Utica might get helped out via the penalty, as Gegovic only got about 2 yards on the play. We'll see the official call from head referee.
Could be a face mask here.
Personal foul. Face mask. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Yeah, we're going to see it here.
Not just kick out block by Kesson here, the big tight end. Look at him sealed the defender out.
Oh, yeah. He never let go. He knows it,
until
too.
He was on the ground, yep.
He knew. That's number 18, Brendan Wolgast, who committed that crime. And that's a costly one as they had him in the backfield. That was a 2nd and 14 play, and it probably would have been 3rd and 12 if that's a clean tackle. But instead, it's 15 yards and a first down, puts Utica inside the 30 to the 28-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10. Kevon Higdon lined up behind Pegasic in the pistol. He's going to get the ball up the middle. He bounces to the outside, shaking defenders. He's got the corner. And does he stay in bounds? No, he gets inside the 10-yard line to maybe the 6. A good explosive run by Kevon Higdon. He does it again. Just shy of the end zone this time, however, but enough for a first down. Man, is he fun to watch.
Higdon's elusiveness in space is just super special. Let's watch him here. Makes a really nice cut to the right. Another one there. If this was a CFL, that would have been a touchdown with a wider field.
That's right. That's where guys with speed can really flourish in the CFL. Is once they get that corner, they're gone. We got a timeout on the field for the Cousino Patriots. So next week, a tough game for Utica. They go to Chippewa Valley, and that's a tough game. Chippewa coming off of a hard loss last week to Eisenhower. They came back in that game. Obviously, they were picked to be the favorite in the MAC Red this year, so if Utica can hold their own in that game and steal one, they can really punch their ticket and really get the wheels moving forward to try to make the state tournament this year.
Yeah, this week was a very big game for both teams, Cousino and the Chieftains, both 2-2. It feels so much better to be 3-2 versus 2-3. Once you get that third loss, you really got to win out in order to make the playoffs. But great momentum that the Chieftains been able to acquire here in this football game.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Pegasic out of the gun. And nothing. Cuts inside, actually. And they're close to the end zone. He's in. I thought he was stopped in the backfield, but Hitesh Kumar kept the wheels running and found the end zone there, left. Really just got out of the grasp of the defenders and snuck all the way down in for the touchdown. There's an injured Patriot on the field, but not before we saw another touchdown for the Utica Chieftains, this time 25, Hitesh Kumar finding pay dirt.
We mentioned at the onset of the program here, Kumar is one of those hard-working kids, leader of this Chieftain football team. We're seeing his ability just to not give up and smell pay dirt, and boy, he gave every effort he could to get the touchdown. Go ahead and take a look at the replay here. Great execution to fight it back up the field. Just reach out and last stretch to get the ball across the plane. What I find so incredible about this Chieftain offense is they are facing 9 guys in the box. Cousino Patriots are packing the box, and yet the Chieftains are still able to run the ball with success like they have done. We don't have the exact yardage total on the ground, but it's certainly one of those 300-plus yard days for the Chieftains on the ground.
And that's what they like to do, establish that running game early. Last week they got away from that, trying to show that they can attack with the big play, and it really got them in a rut early, and they couldn't get out of it as the interception from Anchor Bay on that first play from scrimmage happened. But today, a whole different feel as they really dominated so far this game from start till, well, where we are right now, 4:42 left in the third quarter. They lead at 34-7 pending the extra point as we have an injured Cousino Patriot on the field. Really couldn't get a number to see exactly who's down, but they're in excruciating pain. Looks like that left ankle, and he's going to be helped up now with the help of his coaches and training staff. Crowd cheers as we obviously hope he's all right and able to return to this game, or at least return to action in coming weeks. 51, Brandon Taylor, it appears, was injured on that play. So he's being helped off the field, which is really good considering he looked like he was in excruciating pain there. And to be helped off by his teammates is always a good sign. Now Marco Matovsky on for the extra point for the Chieftains. Trying to get this thing to 35-7. And the kick is up, and it appears to be good, or high and mighty through those uprights. 4:42 to go, third quarter. Chieftains 35, Patriots 7, and they'll kick the ball back to Ryan Runyon and the Cousino Patriots as they attempt their second offensive possession of the half, and they made it look easy on that first drive.
They sure did. That's the way to respond for the Chieftains. They give up that touchdown out of the half, but they march right back down the field, continue to show what they've shown the first half, and that's pound the ball, push the offensive line, and press upon the line of scrimmage that they are in command. This Matovsky kid is quite a kicker. He's only a junior. He's got quite a strong leg, and this is certainly a major asset to this Chieftain team, especially when you face guys like Chris Burse, who can really run it and have the ability to kick it in the end zone. Again, can serve as a great asset for this Chieftain team.
It's always great if you can get that ball out for a touchback and keep it away from elusive return men like Chris Burse or even Ryan Runyon. Those two are both back deep for the Cousino Patriots as we're set to kick this ball off here. 4:42 to go, third quarter. And it's another high booming kick going right to left. Runyon's going to take that ball from the 2-yard line. He's going to cut up the middle. He's got blockers just splitting the D. He's got room now, just got the kicker to beat. He's being chased down from behind, however, and they're going to catch him at the 21-yard line. But a great return by Ryan Runyon. And he really was great on that last drive, and he's really set this offense up again on this drive with a great return down to the 20. That's a 78-yard return. And he just runs straight up the middle. He's got great blocking and able to sneak past a shoelace tackle.
Pretend does a really nice job in the kicker, but gosh, you gotta love the hustle of Tyler Sulik, the cornerback. As a coach, that is what you show on tape tomorrow morning, and you rewind it and show all the other teammates about what hustle looks like, because Sulik just saved the touchdown there.
Chicharov in the empty backfield, and that ball looks like it short hopped the receiver, and it's an incomplete pass. It did. That was Stephen Nemo, tried to scoop it up on one hop, couldn't quite do it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Looked like a rush throw from Chicharov as he was out of the gun trying to set up that wide receiver screen. It might have been a good thing he couldn't pick it up because there was Utica Chieftains all up on there.
Yeah, Chicharov, the sophomore signal caller, hasn't looked too comfortable today, just based on the pressure that has been applied from the Chieftain defense.
He's all alone out of the gun again. He's going to take it. He's got some time. Pocket holds, now running to his left, getting out of it. He's going to try to take off and pick this one up himself. He's got about 5 yards before getting tackled by a couple Chieftains. He's down to about the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 to go.
Charles got some nice pocket presence. Steps up, keeps his shoulders square. Nice job coming in by Sulik there. And he stays in bounds, so the clock continues to run. Under 4-minute mark now.
The official word is out at the 17-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Chicharov takes it. He's going to pass. He's throwing over the middle. It's intercepted by Kevon Higdon. He's going to try to escape camp, but a good interception and a good read by Kevon Higdon. He's done it all today. A return touchdown, a receiving touchdown, and a big interception as Cousino was knocking on the door. And now a big change of possession by Utica. He reads this pass perfectly.
Higdon's back in his free safety mark. Look at the break. Just flashes through the screen. It was as if he knew where the throw was going to be going. That's an outstanding job from his free safety position.
got an injured Chieftain on the field. It looks like he's going to get up under his own power, however. Looks like number 11, Sam Narish. That's good, maybe just a little cramp as he's going to jog off on his own. There, getting some help from both training staffs. Always good when the other schools help out as well. 3:34 to go, third quarter, and a big turnover there. Really taking the wind out of Cousino's sail as they had that great return from Ryan Runyon. And on 3rd down and 7, sophomore Tacharov really never looked off his target and throws the interception.
Yeah, the more I watch Higdon, number 9, he's a kid I think can play on Saturdays at the college level. His ability to play on offense and defense as well as punt and kick returns makes him special.
Pistol set again. It's Hitesh Kumar running left. And he got about 1 yard on the play, it looks like. We got an update up in Romeo as a big MAC Red matchup. The Eisenhower Eagles lead the Bulldogs 31-0 in that game. They really flexed their muscle in this MAC Red last week. Really controlled the game against Chippewa. The score was a little closer than the game. There was a little suspense at the end with an onside kick, and really no suspense this week. Eisenhower dominating 31-0. So is there any team that can compete is the question with the Eisenhower Eagles. I know you get the opportunity to be their main color commentator, and really see what they can do as we see a run here on 2nd down, and he gets near the 1st down marker. That's Hitesh Kumar again, but Eisenhower really flexing that muscle.
Yeah, Nick, they have some explosive firepower in offense. They can hurt you in so many different ways. Running the football, throwing the football, and they're led by senior 3-year starter, soon to call him Max Whitwer, Macomb County Player of the Year from last year, and they have a stout defense, very, very well coached, and they certainly can fire on all cylinders.
That game is at halftime, by the way, and that game is, we're going to see a run to the right here. It looks like the forward progress is enough for the 1st down. I believe that's Hitesh Kumar again running forward, and it is enough for that 1st down. The chains continue to move and really establishing that ground game, ground attack, keeping the clock moving. 2:03 to go, 3rd quarter, 35-7 Utica over Cousino. Kumar checks out. Christian Gagovich checks in at halfback.
Cousino's continuing to keep 9 guys in the box. They're playing man coverage by their corners on their wide receivers.
Pegasic on pistol now, hands the ball to Gagovich. He's going to get forward about 4, maybe 5 yards out to the 34-yard line. So good solid chunk on 1st down, making it 2nd and 6. And really, they're just continuing to play smash mouth football, running that ball forward. And I'm sorry, that didn't appear to be Gagovich. That looks like number 7 in there, Tyler Wasaki. So excuse me, 2s and 7s, and a mixture of not being able to see too well. It's my vision. My glasses are fogging up here. It's warm.
It is hot. Our temperature right now is showing 79 degrees here at Swinehart Field.
Not much cross breeze in here for us. That's Wasaki again, stumbling forward, but continuing to stumble for about 8 yards after his initial contact, and enough to move the chains. Tyler Wasaki, the junior, coming in and making plays happen as they move the chains again. 35-7, 52 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
Great balance by Wasaki there of keeping his hand down. That's a very popular running back drill of bouncing back and forth with your hand on the ground to keep your balance. And the junior here getting some great playing time here as a 3rd string backup running back, but his time is now to shine under the bright lights.
Pegasic in the pistol. He's got Wasaki behind him again. The give is to him, and stuffed at the line of scrimmage. The forward progress is going to say he got back to the line. It'll bring up 2nd and 10, now under 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Likely another snap won't happen until we get to the 4th quarter, but we'll be sure. Check just to be sure, yeah. It looks like Coach Maruli is content. He's bringing his offense over to the sideline, so that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Utica in control of this one, 35-7 over Cousino. We'll be back for the fourth quarter of play right after this.
Average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Shelby.
15 years and Esplendito Mexican Restaurants is still known for its great tasting quality food. Their secret? Combining the classic taste of Jimmy's Pizza and the well-loved menu from the original Pancho's restaurant. There's daily food and drink specials and weekday happy hours. Also, stop in for Taco Tuesday or on Sunday when kids eat free. Dine in or carry out. That's Esplendito Mexican Cuisine off Mound Road in Shelby Township. Call 586-739-1070.
Fourth quarter just underway. Tyler Wasaki carries the ball for about a half a yard. It'll bring up third down and 9 to go as clock ticking under 11:30 to go. Utica with a 35-7 lead. Darren Pegasic still in this game at quarterback. And he's out of the gun. He's going to hand the ball to Tyler Wasaki again. He's got some breakaway speed before being hauled down. And it's going to be a flag. And like you said, it looked like that's going to be a horse collar tackle. And probably tack on 15 from the end of that great run by Tyler Wasaki.
Seeing some really nice things from the backup running backs here tonight for the Chieftains. Wasaki's got quite a burst there, in addition to what we've been able to see from Kumar from the first half and the third quarter. But the offensive line of the Chieftains just continues to be powerful and to control that line of scrimmage. And they're owning it right now, even with 9 Patriots in the box.
And that's really the look.
There's no flag on the play. It was not a horse collar tackle.
I don't know. You be the judge of
Let's
that.
take a look at the replay here. Tackles him from behind with one arm, on his right arm, bringing it down. What a great camera shot there. Nice job to our camera crew at getting no better angle than that one right there.
It's our good friend Charlie Cadado down there nailing that shot. And it's going to be a handoff to the left side for Utica, nothing doing. So it'll bring up second and 10. That was number 13. Hunter Davies checks in. He got some time last week in a lopsided score, except the other way. This time now playing with a 28-point lead. He's going to get the ball and not much doing, second down and 10. But Darren Pegasic stays in at quarterback as he's going to relay this play to his huddle and see what the Utica offense is going to do with their team in control.
The Chieftain faithful within the student section beyond have continued to stay. Just a great crowd by the students and keeping it hype. The band's doing a wonderful job, as well as the cheerleaders here tonight in a great Friday night football game.
Pegasic going to keep this one. He's going to scramble and roll out to his left. Now running forward, lowers his shoulder and steamrolls a defender before picking up about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Good piece of running. Pegasic says, you guys are getting all the credit for running this ball. I want to roll out and show my skills too, and he does a good job laying a hit on that defender before falling right over him for about 7 yards. Third down and 3 upcoming.
Yeah, Pegasic calls his number. They ran a little naked bootleg run here. First time we've seen that play today.
And now it'll be in the pistol with Hunter Davies lined up behind him. It's like no Higdon on the field. They, with this lead, probably don't want to risk him to injury here, as they've already been hurt with the Leonard Kasem injury. They give us to Davies to the right side. He's stopped about 2.5 yards behind the line. That'll bring up 4th down. I expect to see Utica maybe Aussie style kick this one, but we'll see exactly what they do. Ball on the 33-yard line. So out of field goal range, but are they too close to punt? We'll see what they draw up here on 4th down.
I think they're going to continue to let the clock run down, eat up as much as they possibly can.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. Pegasic in the pistol formation. He's going to turn, give the ball to Hunter Davies. He's stopped as soon as he gets the ball. Loss of about 1, and they're going to turn the ball over to Cousino on downs with 8:38 to go in the 4th quarter. Big stop by number 65, Robert Wolf. Really flexing his muscle there, landing right on top, but had some help from 73, Daquan Watson, who showed some skills on offense as well a couple drives ago.
Yeah, number 20, Noah Gramps from the Patriots came flying in as well. 2 nice plays in a row from Gramps.
You know, he normally just does some good things during the holidays, but looks like Gramps is making an appearance here on the field as well. It's going to be 1st down for the Cousino Patriots from the 34-yard line. The last drive was stopped premature to the interception by Kavon Higdon. We'll see what they do now as Mike Tacharov looks over his offense, and he's got burst behind him. They're going to fake it to him. He's going to step up and try to keep this one himself. He's going to run to the right, and then he's just gang tackled by a crew of Utica Chieftains. Not much doing. He didn't have much blocking as soon as he left that pocket. He had some, though, momentarily, but elected to roll out left.
Yeah, this is a coverage sack, definitely. Higdon comes over the middle. You can see at the top of the screen, Lachara wanted to throw the ball to the seam over the middle, but Higdon was in good position. And the Chieftain defensive backs have to think pass first, run second here, keep everything in front of you. Do not want to get beat deep here.
Tyler Silik was in on that tackle. He ran down Runyon on that last kickoff. His give is to Ryan Runyon. He spins forward for about 3 yards on 2nd down and 10. He's going to get up to about the 37-yard line. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really nice job by 30. Michael Fox. Curious if his middle name is with a J. That was a really good fill by number 30. Fill in the alley. He's back at free safety now. This is the nice thing about being up this much. You can put your backups in the game a little bit, give them game experience. Timeout by the Patriots.
Well, we have a break. We want to tell you that Esplendido always does a good job catering for us each and every Friday night here at Swinehart. They always do a good job. Friendly team comes, delivers the pizza right here to our production truck. And really that powers us to get through these games with a lot of energy and keep us going. Camera crew giving some great shots. There it is. Give them a call, maybe right now. After the game, it's the spot to go. Check out the action. Great pie, good drink specials, and a friendly staff right over on Mound Road, just south of 23. Esplendido, they do it upright. 7:27 to go here in the 4th quarter. Cousino trying to figure out something to do here. 3rd down and 7 for them, as they really haven't had much to cheer about, though. This half has been better than the last. They started with a nice touchdown drive and then had a great return from Ryan Runyon of 78 yards, but that drive quickly ended due to the interception by Utica's Kavon Higdon, who's done it all today. He had an 82-yard touchdown punt return. He caught one from 15 yards. He's been in running the ball, catching the ball, returning the ball, and of course on defense, he's been all over the place, making some big hits, and had that big interception in the 3rd quarter. Mike Tacharov out of the gun. He's got Ryan Runyon to his left. 3rd down and 7, ball on the 37. He's drops, he's feeling the pressure, he's throwing while he's being hit. It's caught out there by Steve Nemo, and that's good for a 1st down for the Cousino Patriots. Good job of hanging in the pocket by the sophomore quarterback from Cousino. Throw was a little wobbly, but he was being hit just as he threw that ball from behind. And Steven Nemo out there pretty much flat-footed, able to make that catch before being brought down. by Hitesh Kumar, playing both sides of the ball.
And they brought Nemo over top of the linebackers and look for more passing here.
Ryan Runyon gets the handoff from Tacharev. And he gets about 2 yards down to the 42-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Cousino. Clock ticking under 7 minutes to play here in this football game. 35-7, Chieftains in control of this one, trying to get their record above 500 to 3-2. Really a needed win for this team. Really both teams need this, as you said earlier in the broadcast. But Cousino coming in from the MAC Blue, where coming off of a win last week against L'Anse Creuse, trying to put 2 together in a row for the first time this year. Utica trying to get that taste out of their mouth from the loss last week. Tacharov fakes the handoff, gives it out, a pass to the left side where it's Asbury. He's going to get enough for the first down. Good yards after the catch there, moving the chains out to about the 31-yard line. A good play action, quick slant, and that's good for a first down, but we have an injury at 73. Daquan Watson injured for the Cousino Patriots. He's kind of curled down at the waist on one knee.
Here's Asbury, one of the senior captains for the Patriots. Hit a nice little screen pass to the boundary, cutting it up inside. Watson looks like he might have took one to the stomach.
Yeah, that could be the wind being knocked out of him there, because he was on one knee, and then as the training staff came over, he kind of was crippled over at the waist. Looks like he's just trying to breathe right now. That's number 73, Daquan Watson. We saw him in the Wildcat formation taking some snaps. And then we saw him making some big plays on defense, and now he's really pushing the defense back, doing some good things on offense as well. Being helped up now by the trainer. Looks like he's up under his own power. Tough to say exactly, though. 6:16 to go, fourth quarter. Watson walking off now to the sideline. Looks a little dazed, so I don't know if maybe it was a shot to the head and he was just kind of dazed, or a shot to the gut and he was just trying to catch his breath. Either way, it's always good to see a player walk off the field under his own power. And we'll see what Cousino can do now, as that play was a first down by Arthur Asbury, and a good wide receiver screen set up on the play action by Mike Tachara.
Patriots have definitely looked to throw more during this possession, and expect more of that, whether it be a screen pass or the seam pass over the middle.
They got the ball here, first down and 10 from the 31-yard line, trying to get this game a little bit more respectful as they trail by 4 touchdowns. It's the Wildcat formation. It's Burse going to keep it. He's going to go out to the right side, and he's going to cut through. Nice hurling the defender, and then hit stick there at about the 19-yard line, but not before he picks up 12 yards and a first down. The Wildcat worked to perfection there, as we see Chris Burse with a burst of speed going out to the right side.
Really nice hit there at the end. That was Michael Fox again, coming in from his safety position. 4 wide receiver look for the Patriots here again. And Burse remains in the Wildcat.
He's got Runyon to his left, so maybe just trying to put more of an offensive threat out there at quarterback, but the speed was there, but he couldn't get much blocking as he's hauled down about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. As Sheridan comes in the backfield and stops Burse before he could get going, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 14. As Ben Sheridan, the junior, sneaks into the backfield and stops that play.
Coming up on 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. This drive has eaten up a lot of clock.
5 receivers, now Runyon moving in motion, going left to right. Tacharov takes the snap, he's going to fake it to Runyon. Now he's going to throw it deep to the end zone, and he's going to overthrow his intended target. It appears to be number 84 out there, Bryce Williamson, the sophomore, so trying to get that sophomore to sophomore connection. But Tacharov overshoots him, looked like he was throwing to a fade route, and Williamson looked back over his right shoulder to no avail.
Yeah, so they got trips to the offensive right. They faked the swing pass, but the defensive secondary remains disciplined, stays back. Great coverage there by Greg Hadfield. Another backup. Chieftain defensive backfield, and all of their backups are playing terrific tonight.
Tacharov feeling the pressure, gets the throw off. That's going to be to Burse. He cuts to the inside. He's making guys miss. Now cutting back out to the right side. And he's going to get to the 9-yard line. That looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. A good quick throw with the pressure in his face by Mike Tacharov, throwing out to the offensive weapon, Chris Burse. And he's going to move the chains. Looks like first and goal now for the Patriot offense. And they're hoping for a quick strike as we're now down to 4:30 to go in the fourth quarter.
Burst does a nice job of cutting up the field, and Hadfield with a nice open field tackle.
There's Tacharov looking. He's going to step up through the pocket, flag down on the play, and looks like the Chieftains are going to bring him down for a loss of 2, but that flag looks like it's in the area of a hold. We'll get the official call from the referee.
We have a hold on the offense, 10 yards from the spot. Replay, second down.
It is indeed a hold. That allowed Michael Tacharov to step up in the pocket, but still gets stuffed by the defense. So they're going to back him up 10 yards.
First down.
And they're going to try this first down all over again. That's always a good thing when you can move them back now near field goal range, maybe out of it. Either way, it's going to bring up a first down and long. Tacharov takes the snap, 5 receivers. He's throwing out to the far sideline. It looks like it's Burse with a nice move out to the outside. He takes a lick out at about the 10, the 11-yard line. And they're going to get just past the original line of scrimmage. Looks like a gain of about 8 yards. I'm sorry, about 12 yards. And a high throw, but luckily a lot of field over there out of that sideline. And he gets out to the 12-yard line, and then he's knocked out. Good hit, but a good gain for the Patriots to kind of wipe out that penalty and end up in better shape than they would have been. It's now second down and goal from the 11-yard line. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Tacharov takes the snap. He's feeling the heat. He gets out of pressure, though. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to pocket it and keep it and fall forward to about the 9-yard line. Looks like he got about 2 or 3 yards on the play, and that'll bring up third down and goal.
Third down.
Tacharov, once again, as a sophomore signal caller, shows that he has the ability to get out of the pocket, move around. Pretty athletic kid, good size kid as well. As a sophomore, he's 6 foot tall. Probably gain a few more inches here as years go on.
The handoff is to Runyon to the right side, and as he get in, it's close to that pylon. Referee gonna mark him just shy. Ryan Runyon thinks he got real close, but the pylon is knocked over. The official going to mark him just a couple inches shy, it appears, inside the 1-yard line. I'll bring up fourth down and inside a yard from the half-yard line. 3:11 to go in the final stanza. We got a great look at it here, right from the pylon, and it looks like he's on the defender as he falls in. Normally, by rule, that's good for a touchdown if you're laying on the defender. Either way, Tacharov going to keep it to the outside, and he gets in for the Cousino. No, he doesn't get it. Oh, man, I am all over the place. I thought he ducked in no problem. He was never tackled.
No, great stuff there by the...
A lot of confusion. Maybe there was a whistle down before the play.
I think they tackled the running back and they ruled it dead, but he didn't actually have the ball. Tacharov did. So we might have a...
The referees got fooled on that one, it looks like.
We might have an early whistle.
There it is. It's a touchdown. The official ruling has happened. So Mike Tacharov gets in. Referee with a wrong whistle there as they blew it dead for Ryan Runyon was brought down, but he didn't have the football.
Let's listen to the call here.
Yeah, that's a touchdown, absolutely. Yeah, they tackled the running back without the ball, and refs blew it dead. That's how good of a fake it was.
Well, I think all along we thought Tacharov had the ball, but it looked as though everybody had stopped. Let's take a look here at the replay. Call it dead there.
Yeah, that's no doubt a touchdown. That's a great fake.
3 guys just tackled Runyon there on the fake, and Tacharov goes in untouched.
Even the referee far side, who's right by Mike Tacharov, blows the play dead, and he's looking right at it.
And they're going to go for 2 here.
Tacharov going to
Same
do the
action,
fake. He's
but
wide
with a
open.
dump pass over the middle.
That's Steve Nemo with the catch, and the 2-point conversion is good here. Now cutting this to a 19-point game, 3:05 to go. Maybe we see the onside kick here from the Cousino Patriots, but a good play action pass again by Michael Tacharov, and that leaves a wide open Stephen Nemo, number 11, in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that was the same action they did on the quarterback keeper. Instead of running, he just pulled it up and threw it to Nemo over the middle.
Expect to see the hands team out here for the Utica Chieftains, and well, last week they didn't do so hot. A lot of recoveries the other way for Anchor Bay, so you know they're going to try to just fall on this football and try to run this clock out. Now, it's a 20-point game, rather. I told you it was 19 earlier. Math was never my strong suit. 35-15, 3:05 to go in the final frame. They're in regular formation, it looks like, kickoff-wise, and Utica doesn't appear to be expecting an onside kick, so maybe we'll have a squib of some kind. Either way, I'm sure they're not going to want to kick it deep to the threat. Higdon is still back there.
Looks like they're going to go to the receiving side left here on their squib. Oh, right down the middle. Off to the left, I should say.
And it's going to go out of bounds, but get a big hit, and that's going to be on Utica. Maybe. Because he threw it right where the hit was, but the kickoff also went out of bounds. So the flag, for sure it goes out of bounds for the flag, but yeah, that's what they're going to call. I saw a big hit too, and I thought maybe there was going to be a little extracurricular going on, but not so much. It's just going to be the kickoff out of bounds. Utica's going to take over at the 35-yard line.
It looked like sophomore tight end Kurt Kesson there on the block. Still playing hard, even up 20 points with 3 minutes to go here in the game.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Utica, leading by 20 points. And Darren Pegasic leads his offense back out on the field. I expect them to run this ball. See more Hunter Davies. Maybe Pegasic keeps it himself a little bit more as well. And we'll see what Cousino can do with just 1 timeout remaining in this half, and in the game, rather. They can't stop the clock too much. I assume 1 first down will be enough to run this clock. We'll see. Pegasic out of the pistol. He's got Davies lined up behind him. And that's who's going to get it with a burst of speed, and gets about 9 yards up to the 44-yard line. So another good chunk on first down by number 13, Hunter Davies, on a give from Darren Pegasic as we tick down under 2:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Clock ticking now inside 2:35 as we're going to see Hunter Davies with a good hold a run through right up the middle. And good job to secure the ball as well to prevent any turnovers from going on. Pistol set again for Darren Pegasic and the Utica Chieftains. 2nd down and 1 to go, ball on the 44. They're going to really let this clock tick down before calling the next play. 2:15 to go. And he takes the snap, turns, gives the ball to Davies again. Davies falls forward to the 46. 2 yards, but that's enough for a Chieftain first down. This clock will stop momentarily for the move of the chains, but that, I'm sure before they call their next play. We'll tick down to about 1:45. Cousino can only stop the clock one more time. Not sure if they even will try with this game now all but out of reach.
So yeah, Nick, you mentioned it earlier. Next week, the Chieftains are heading to Chip Valley to face the Big Reds at their house. That's a very tough football game for next week, but they certainly have some momentum on all three phases of the game going into that from their performance tonight.
Hand off to the right side now. And falls forward for 2 yards. That's Hunter Davies again. And clock now down to 1:30 to go in this football game. Bring up second down. Davies getting a lot of touches now late in this game. Always good to get some of your guys who don't see the field too much but work hard in practice. Hunter Davies, a senior, really put in his time here for this football team. Pistol set again. Pegasic now with the clock reading 1:10. 35-15 lead. He's got Davies out there behind him yet again. 3 receivers. Let this clock tick down before taking the snap. And they snap it and they turn and give it to Davies. He's going to spin forward to midfield before being brought down. It'll be 3rd down and 6 with 50 seconds to go. I don't know if they're going to have to run another play. I assume there will be one more play before this game will expire. 40 seconds to go.
And they just brought in the backup, junior QB Matt Hopp.
He's going to take this snap out of the pistol. His first snap here tonight. And it looks like a little confusion. He's just going to throw this ball away, and unfortunately that's going to stop the clock and bring up 4th down. Looked like he turned to his left, expected Hunter Davies to be there on the give, and he wasn't there, so he was forced to try to make something out of nothing. Unfortunately couldn't do it and had to throw the ball away. But that's better, I guess, than really turning the ball over. He's talking it over with his coaches now here on this 4th down play. And on a turnover, the clock would stop as well. So either way, it looks like unless they run the annexation of Puerto Rico, Cousino is going to get the ball back with some time left. Just a little bit, though, just enough to run a play probably. 4th down and 6 to go. That's Hop again, out of the pistol. Turns this time, the give is clean to Hunter Davies. He's plowing forward to the 47-yard line, but it doesn't matter. Clock will stop with 18.5 to go. Cousino will take over for likely the final play of this game. Do you think they sit on it, or do they try to play for keeps here and get something rolling into next week?
Yeah, no, I think Cousino's going to try and throw the ball here. Try and put a few more points up on the board, but just thinking back to this game here, Nick, what a explosive performance by a few of the key guys. Gagovic did a really nice job, number 2. Higdon, obviously explosive on all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And Kumar, the backup, just showed an outstanding effort running the ball and fighting for all those extra yards. And
Darren Pegasic also really calm performance at quarterback, as we're going to see his counterpart Tacharov take a throw deep, overshoots his intended target, but Darren Pegasic really, after last week, a little bit of a sporadic performance with the interception on the first play from scrimmage. Really a calm performance, really led this team today. Put some good passes to some receivers. Should have had a touchdown in the early going to Sam Narish. Fell through his hands, but he got one to Higdon and really set up some drives and really led this team to victory. 2nd down and 10 now, 13.1 to go in this game. 5 receivers for Cousino, and now the throw from Tacharov is caught by Burst. He's cutting through, making guys miss, and he's out near the 1st down marker, but it's not going to matter as this game is over. Utica comes out victorious in this one, 35-15, in a real important game to get over 500, Pat. Really, all aspects of the game, they pretty much dominated this one.
Yeah, team victory for the Chieftains tonight. Coach Marulli is going to be really thrilled when he goes back and watches the tape. A lot of positives going into the away game next week versus a tough team in the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. What a great football game, though, tonight.
Really was, Pat. It was a pleasure working with you on the broadcast, and really fun to bring it to all of you as well. For the camera personnel and everyone at ShelbyTV, Pat Cavanaugh And I am Nick Buckler. Thank you so much for tuning in. Utica Chieftains 35, Cousino Patriots 15. Have a great night.